Lastly, my smells a bit weird. I don't know if it looks normal. Please help. Wow. Whew. Right. Round 3, let's go, I'm ready. Sexy change of scenery. Here I am, put my LED lights around my bed because obviously Dolan twins, we can't forget the vibes, you know. I honestly just put them there because the background otherwise is really just boring. I need like a headboard. This is like student life realness, you know. I feel like every student ever doesn't have a headboard. I really should fix that in my new place. I'm gonna fix that, but for now, I've just got some neon lights. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see by the title of this video, it is the third, I don't know if you call it an episode, the third part to answering questions you were afraid to ask anyone. If you haven't seen my face, or this is the first video you are watching, this is the first of the series that you are watching, I basically sit down, pretend to be Otis Milburn for however many minutes this video is, and basically give you advice on a subject that I am not too knowledgeable in. Which is always great. I mean, I feel like that's how half of the countries in the world are run, by people that don't actually know what the fuck they're doing. Maybe I should be the Prime Minister or the President, who knows? I definitely shouldn't. Gonna throw it out there, for those of you that have never seen this before, I do not know nothing about sex. I'm not that experienced in sex. I don't know any facts, figures, anything like that. I'm literally just speaking on a topic that I find fun to talk about, and I know nothing about it. It's just all from my own experiences, my own opinions. Everything that I'm saying right now should be took with a grain of salt. This is the grain of salt. Here, take it. I am gonna start with, ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna start with because this is a lot. Right, this is an interesting one. Someone said, whenever me and my partner have sex, I can never have a proper orgasm, so I fake one. Do you think I should tell him that my orgasms are fake, or should I continue faking them? Oh, bitch, this is hard. I'm imagining this is a girl because I don't know how a boy can fake orgasm, and I know I'm gonna be proved wrong in the comments, but for me personally, I don't know how. Like, stuff comes out of there, like, how can you fake that shit? I don't have much experience in this department. This is where I'd phone a friend. This is where if I was sat with like Anna or Haz, I'd be like, so, how do you fake an orgasm? I probably wouldn't say that. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with you. I don't think you should directly tell him that you fake your orgasm every time, because he's probably going to be like, oh my god, that maybe could knock his confidence. And I know if someone said that to me and I were led on with the impression of, oh my god, I'm making this girl orgasm every single time, then I would be kind of a bit like embarrassed if I were told. I mean, I guess it depends on how your relationship is. If you feel like you can openly say it and then laugh about it and joke about it and it can come to some sort of solution, probably tell them. But if you can see that ending in a sort of awkward situation, and then it may add nerves to the boy when he's going into it, and it could just really fuck up things a lot more. But also, there's no shame in sort of telling someone what to do or how to pleasure you. Like, there's definitely no shame in you turning around whilst like having sex with them and be like, maybe do this, or maybe like slow it down, or maybe like switch position, or maybe let's just like do this to yourself, you know? And if I would just pretend to myself or when I don't actually own one, so that's a new one for the internet. I think if you've been together a while and you can joke about stuff like this, and you can joke about basically telling your boyfriend that he's not that great in bed and it won't knock his confidence or make him feel dumb or embarrassed, then do it. If you know it's going to make him feel dumb, embarrassed, and then also affect the fact that he's probably like going to be nervous next time he fucks you, maybe don't do it. What if I want the lights to be off, or I don't want to be completely naked during sex? Are guys fine with that? I'm gonna say personally, I would be so fine with that. I think the first couple of times that I have slept with people, I've had my t-shirt on. One of my biggest insecurities is my chest. I have just a weird condition with my chest. I'm not going to get into it. It just really bores me. And I feel like if I point it out, people notice it. But I have just a condition with my chest. It's an insecurity. We all have them, you know? I feel like a lot of it is in your head. And also I did wear my t-shirt a lot during sex. I still do sometimes keep my t-shirt on. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think people will look at you different. I don't think guys would mind. Obviously, some guys love to see a bit of titty or a bit of booty. So depending on what you're covering or not, what you're not wanting to take off, obviously it can be a bit awkward if you do want to be in like full costume and like you do want to wear your full shebang, like you do want to wear your t-shirt, jacket, jumper, bomber jacket, you know, your no face moment. What's that brand with the thing on it? Your Stone Island jacket and your cap, like, then maybe that's a little bit fucking weird. Or you want to keep your Air Forces on, like maybe that is weird and a bit off-putting. But if you just mean like keeping a bra on or keeping your t-shirt on, I think you just do whatever you feel comfortable with, and obviously the confidence will come like once you feel feel more comfortable around someone, you will learn to realise that they're not looking at your insecurities, because that's not why they're with you. They're not with you to be like picking apart your insecurities. I think the lights off is the tricky part. Like, some people are visually pleased, and if you are that type of person that gets stimulated by looking at someone naked, and like you find a human body naked sexy, which 90% of people do, then like I get that plays a massive part into the actual sex. It's like fucking someone with your eyes closed. Like, your senses are still working, you're gonna feel everything. Don't know why I've got my eyes closed right now, but I guess it just depends if both parties are comfortable with it. But talk about it, speak. Communication is key. Brought to you by, I can't think of a brand that would say communication is key. Talk. Who the fuck even uses talk? If friends with benefits a good idea? I've known this guy a few years. We've talked pretty in depth about it, so I know we can communicate well, but we are just unsure and I have very little experience. I really don't know my stance on this one. I feel like me to every single question. You know what? I really don't think I can answer this. Maybe we'll pass it over to someone else. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way around it and not actually answer it, and then we're gonna have a little transition and we're gonna move on. No, I really don't know how to answer this. I feel like I've had friends with benefits with people before, and then I have started to, like, it's really easy to catch feelings with someone once you start becoming intimate. I feel like it's a whole new, like, once you start sharing moments with someone like that, it's really hard not to get your feelings involved, especially if it's a reoccurring thing. Like, it does become routine and it does become something you enjoy and are familiar with, and you enjoy that person's company and presence and everything that comes with it. And then it is a bit shit to be like, oh fuck, like, if that person doesn't reciprocate it and they're just solely in it for friends with benefits and just for the sex, then then it can be messy. So there's a lot of like things that can go wrong, but also on the flip side, I've had friends with benefits with people which have been great, and it's just literally been like, when someone's horny, then we sort of make it work for each other. I want to stress this, it's really hard not to like get involved like that. One thing that does stick out to me is the communication as well. Communication is key. I feel like if you both have the same understanding and you are both being completely honest with each other, not like, oh, I'm being honest, actually I'm shoving my feelings aside because I really like you, but I'm being honest and it's just friends with benefits, then I think it's fine. Like, if you are 100% knowing both parties are being honest, communicating, all that stuff, if you do see that you start to fall for that person, or you do feel like it's getting maybe a little bit more serious, then keep having the conversation of, are we still friends with benefits? Do we take it to the next level? Like, or is it where we call it quits now? Fun has been fun, but we don't want to ruin it by obviously one of us getting involved with emotions that the other doesn't reciprocate. Communication is key. Ooh, that could be a real like catch. That damn, I should be on like a TV show or some shit. I feel like I have the like skeleton of a cricket, and a cricket's not meant to be sat upright on a laptop reading sex advice, I can tell you that now. How to handle a dick with a tight foreskin. Are you the one that owns the dick, or are you the one that's manoeuvring the penis? You know? Ooh, this is an interesting one. My boyfriend wants me to send nudes, but I don't want to. He says I'm boring for not wanting to send them. Is this true? No, that is not true. If you don't want to send anything, even if it's a selfie, if you don't want to send someone a fucking selfie, then bitch, don't do it. Nudes is such a tricky one, because I know so many people sit here and like, oh my god, don't send nudes, but then I'd be such a fucking hypocrite if I said that. There's so many consequences with sending someone a naked photo, and especially depending on your age, it is really fucking illegal. I don't think people really understand the seriousness of it, but then also I've been in situations where I've been speaking to people a lot, or like even friends with benefits sort of vibe, and you, like, I have sent nudes in the past, so I can't sit there and say that, oh my god, you should definitely not send nudes, and I'm one of those YouTubers that would never send a nude photo, because I have, and I feel like so many people have, and I feel like it is and has become a really casual thing. So I'd be so fucking naive and dumb to sit here like every other YouTuber and be like, what is it, a slap on the wrist? Surely that's not right. A slap on the wrist? That's not fucking right. I'm not going to basically sit here and say don't do it, because I know whether I say don't do it or not, people are going to do it, and people have done it, and I feel like I need to give my actual advice and opinion on the situation. So I've sent nudes, and I would still send nudes. I'm not going to sit here and say I've done it once and would never do it again. I would only ever send nudes to someone that I trust. Like I said, there are so many fucking consequences to sending nudes. Like, I know for a fact there were so many people's nudes that got leaked in my school that were fucking awful, and I could never imagine that being me. Like, I've done things in the past, like sent nudes to people and thought, fuck, what the actual fuck have I done? Like, that is shit is so scary. Like, once you're not horny anymore and you sit there and think, oh my god, what the hell have I just done? Me every single time I watch porn or some shit, and I think, how the fuck did I get here? But no, like, there are all massive consequences to it. There are massive legal issues with it, and it is like distribution of porn. Like, it is really fucking serious. It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna get my tits out, or oh, let me send a photo of my dick to someone. This is not me saying, oh, send nudes. everyone does it. What did I say? What was my slogan? Communication is key. We're not saying communicate via sending photos of your boobs, bum, vagina, penis, whatever the hell it is. But I'm gonna say it now, for what it's worth, just don't do it. Like, it's really, 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 really not worth it. What are you actually gonna get out of seeing a photo of someone's penis? The actual outcome of it is not going to be anything significant. The consequences of it, however, could be majorly significant and really detrimental to a lot of things. The bad outweighs the good in this situation. Just get it in person, you know, get that dick, get that... It doesn't sound right saying get that vagina. Grab those titties, grab that willy. Just don't do it over Snapchat or Instagram or any form of photo. This will be Friday showing at me, because it's 2 AM.
Did you see what I did there? It's a scam. Because do you want to know what time it is? What do I need to do? I need to sleep. Did you see what you did there, Byron? I crawled into this bed at 5 to 1. So it's been 55 minutes.
Right, I'll do 2 more.
No, Byron, you won't do 2 more.
I will.
You'll do an outro and you'll go to bed.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
2 more's going to be another 10 minutes. Then you've got to do an outro. Then it'll be half an hour.
I won't even do an outro on this video.
And it'll be fucking half 2. And I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
I actually feel like I live with my fucking mom. There's definitely a lot of questions that all relate to similar things. Like, there's so many questions about like gay sex, then there's so many questions about oral sex. I feel like I need to like categorize all these. Obviously this one was like a mismatch of things. Comment below what you want like a specific topic to be, whether that's like masturbation and like, or sex toys, or I don't know what even like you could categorize these as, like oral sex, like one night stand questions. I don't know how to make this make sense. Basically what I'm asking you to do is comment below what you want the next one to be dedicated to. So let's talk all things insert blank, and I'll answer all questions related to insert blank. Does that make sense? And whatever the top comment is, basically I'll do that in the next one, the next video. My next video actually, me doing all things, whatever the top comment is. This is where the top comment's just like first. I'm gonna end it on this one because I have absolutely no clue how to fucking answer it, much like the rest of these questions. It says, advice on how to give head to my boyfriend, lol. Is it bad to do it at a party or something? I feel like it would be easier at night and if we was a bit tipsy, so I'm more confident. Because I want to, but I don't want it to be awkward, and I don't know how to get down there, especially because he's never gotten head before. I feel like this is like a perfect scenario. If you've never given head and he's never received head, you don't know what to expect. He doesn't know what to expect. He has no expectations. I remember when I knew I was going into a situation where I was probably gonna suck dick. Sorry, mom. I remember like searching on Google how to give a blowjob. This is so embarrassing. I feel like everyone's been there and done it, which is why I'm saying it. Like, this is gonna be a no shame zone. But I feel like I went through that, and I feel like I overthought that a lot, and I feel like I'm still fucking awful at it. My one thing I would say, I don't know if I want to say this out loud, the wetter the better in terms of receiving a blowjob. From my point of view, how to give me the perfect blowjob. Oh my god, I can never do a meet and greet or go to an event ever again. Like, I can never. Imagine me stood in a meet and greet queue knowing that someone, that I've said this out loud. I'm getting flustered. I'm just gonna say it fast. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna say the wetter the better and avoid the teeth. Fab. Let's wrap it up here. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please do smash a big thumbs up. This is the first time that I've actually got hot and embarrassed and sort of like, oh god, this is a bit too far, but this is what I signed up to. Otis Milburn would not be embarrassed or shamed, so I'm not going to be embarrassed or shamed. Sex is normal. We all experience these things, and I definitely would have found this so useful for a YouTuber to have made a video like this when I was younger. I know I got so many comments from older people being like, oh my god, I wish this were around when I was like having all these struggles or like having sex for the first time and stuff, and I am doing it because I fucking needed this shit. Even though nothing I'm saying is factual, I just feel like it's really, really important to sort of normalize talking about certain things, and if it makes someone's life a little bit more easy, then that's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, like I said, if you do want to get involved with videos like this, there will be a link in the description to a forum where you can anonymously submit some questions, little problems you have, and I will probably answer them in the next episode. If you want to see another one of these videos, smash a big thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, go follow me on Instagram, all that fun stuff, and I will chat to you soon. In fact, I'll chat to you in a couple of days time with whatever the top comment says, so make it worthwhile because we've got a lot of questions to choose from here. I feel like this could be pretty wild. Maybe we'll get Haz in the next one. Comment below actually if you want me to get guests on it and who you'd like me to sit here with and chat to. Anna, Haz and my mum are definitely already confirmed for the lineup. This is like a festival. This is like a... oh, I'm going to say a fuck fest, but we don't want to say that if my mum's coming on. That's a bit strange. Communication is key.